Hello all. Obsessive Gaming Chronology is finally back up and running today. I don't want to go into too much detail on why I've been away for the better part of a month. It's actually quite personal, but just know that things are going well enough that I'm now getting the itch to get back into the channel and the blog. So without further ado, let's get into today's game, creatively titled Game of Hangman. This is the second video game based off the titular pen and paper word guessing game. The first one is from 1970, which I will be going back to play sometime in the near future. I had been playing around with a PDP-10 emulator the other week and was actually able to get basic games working on it. That's a huge breakthrough for the channel, as I can now go back and play a whole bunch of games that I had to skip over before because I didn't have the means to play them. But anyway, back to this game. Game of Hangman has a pretty surprising connection to a company that some of you may or may not be familiar with. It was written by an at the time high school student named Kenneth Aupperle. You likely don't know that name, but you might know the company he founded about 10 years after making this game, Hauppauge Computer Works. I know that when I came across this connection, I instantly recognized the Hauppauge name. Watching so many Let's Players and YouTubers growing up, I regularly heard the name Hauppauge thrown out in reference to the PVR devices from Hauppauge that these YouTubers used to record their games before the days of Elgato or OBS. Hauppauge is actually still around as a company today and still selling those HD PVR devices. Its founder, Ken Aupperle, though, however, is not around anymore, sadly. He died all the way back in 2001, at just 43 years of age. This is, I think, the first instance I can recall of seeing one of these 101 basic games developers go into a significant career in the computing/computing adjacent industry after making a game. We are going to see this come up more frequently as we go along in the years of video game history, though, so keep an eye out for that. Onto the game itself, Game of Hangman is, as you'd expect, the conventional pen and paper game, or if you grew up in my era, texture and whiteboard game. Pretty much all of us grew up with it in our school days, only now, it's on a computer screen. There's nothing fancy or weird here, just guess the word the game pulls from its word bank. You get 10 guesses, each wrong guess draws a different part of the hangman picture until the whole picture is drawn and the poor soul is shuffled off his mortal coil. The game has a bank of about 50 words that you yourself can add to. David Ahl in his book even encourages you to add to it. The words that are in the game at default range in size from 3 letters all the way up to 19-letter behemoths. So now I'll play a few rounds and hopefully we can see one of those big words show up. Or maybe I'll play a few rounds and I'll cut to whichever words are the most interesting. I'm not too fussed if it doesn't though, because I don't want to spoil everything for all your viewers. I mean, you got to try the game for yourself. I can't show you all of the words and get away with it. So let's get stuck into this. Okay, we're off to a good start. Got the first letter. Oh yeah, I forgot that every time you guess a letter, it'll ask you for what the word is. It's not really any point in guessing what the word is at this point, so we just continue on. And now we can see that we've got the first little bit of a drawing here. I better think fast if I want to save this poor soul. Oh, well, that's a good start. I'm not going to bother making a guess. I'm going to guess there's probably not any more vowels in the word. So let's try S. Surprisingly, there's no S's in here. Let's try Y. Interesting. I'm going to try M. Yeah, I thought it was N or M because it's probably ending may or nay. What could the word be? Well, it's not Disney because S is out. Ah, I know what it is. Eight guesses, that wasn't too bad. Let's try another word. Ooh, only 4 letters for this one. My guess failed. Ears. That's not easy. Yeah, this one's not going too well. I can't think of what the word would be. I've used all of the common letters already. think it's not easy, it's not east, it's not earn. Ah, each. Man, saved him just in the nick of time there. Let's try another word. Ah, another four-letter one. I generally tend to find that the smaller words are harder to guess than the longer words, because there's obviously less letters to guess. Okay, this is a weird one. With. There we go. Oh, give me a big word. There we go. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fun place to start. Look, I'm going to be honest. I think I already know what this word is from when I played it before. So I'm just going to make a big shot in the dark and say that it's the big boy kangaroo. Yeah. I got that word in my first playthrough of this, so that's not a surprise to me that I knew it. I almost got it wrong on the first time, and that would be a great shame as an Aussie to not get kangaroo. That would have been. I may as well have just handed my citizenship in right then and there if I got it wrong. Right, number six, sir. I'm going to guess that it's quaint. Oh, how quaint. I think I'll make this my last one. I already tried form and that wasn't it. I don't have S. Well, this is a weird one. Work? Yeah. Okay, well, on that note, considering I finally lost one, I think we'll end it there. Should be getting back into a regular routine of weekly releases from now on, so every Friday there should be a new video that comes up. Don't forget to check out the blog as well. I put up an article on the same day of the same game, and that gives a bit more detail on the history of the game than what I can go in the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe and comment. Do all the great stuff for the algorithm to get these videos out to more people. If you really like what I do, I also happen to have a Patreon. So if you want to support me even more, you can go there. I'll leave a link in the description for that. And we'll see you next week for another slice of video game history. Until then, take care, and we'll see you later.